Just don't ever wear those overalls on a date or until you're like in a serious relationship with someone. I'm just taking it in. Don't do it on a date.
Hey guys.
But just acknowledge it. I'm helping you.
I will not wear the overalls on a first date.
Or second or third. It's too much.
They need to know what they're getting into.
But they don't need to know that via your overalls.
Hey guys.
It is us. Again.
Yes.
Due to your request, we got a comment that Teresa S wanted us to do a Q&A. So I told Jill, put out a video and ask for questions. And she was like, I don't know, because she didn't think anyone would ask any. But whoa, holy cow, you guys.
Yeah, so we're dividing them into like different videos so that we're not here for an hour. Melissa D wanted to know, when are your birthdays? I am January 28th. And I'm gonna be 29 in less than 2 weeks, so
29, feeling fine.
Get ready to toss this carton of eggs out. It's almost at its expiry date.
Ew! That's sad. Maybe I'll give you my egg. Maybe that'll be the sweetest thing I ever did for you.
I didn't mean our eggs. I meant if I were a carton of eggs.
Oh, I thought you meant your ovaries, and I was like, ooh, maybe.
29 though!
My birthday is Valentine's Day, actually. So this year, I want you guys to send me some love. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Hillary though, T-H-O. I'm 25.
Yep.
Feeling alive was the theme of this year. So 26. Oh, I'm not gonna say it. No, 26. You guys comment below. Let me know what the theme of this year should be for my life.
26. Yeah, that's
a
not
million
for us
clicks.
to solve. Oh, that's brutal. Amy Bailey and Melissa D both wanted to know who is older. I am by 3 years.
And let me know if you thought I was older. That's kind of it. Anytime I tell someone I'm going to Disney World with my sister, they always think she's younger than me.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's so nice that you and your kid sister are close.
It's like, whoa, no.
No, we're just sad. Amy Bailey wanted to know, how many brothers and sisters do you have all together? We have one stepsister and one half brother, and the two of us. Shannon Davidson wanted to know, what was your childhood like? It's hard to say because I don't know what anyone.
I was literally, my mom used to call me Damien because I was like the spawn of Satan. I was so evil.
She was really difficult.
I wasn't evil, like I always like knew like the difference between like right and wrong though, but like I was just a maniac.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I will scream until I get my way. I will like do what I gotta do to like do me and be me in life though.
That's very true.
That's what I was like I was brutal.
We grew up with our mom. Our dad always lived in a different part of the country. They lived together till we were 5. They divorced.
Well,
so
I was cool.
Yeah, sorry, I was 5 and you were 2. So we would spend summers and Christmases when we were young with our dad, and then the rest of the year we were with our mom. So a lot of it was our
Lucky
mom.
her.
And our mom pushed us academically, but she would let us fail. So if Hillary, say, didn't hand in a book report.
She wasn't gonna do their book report like a lot of parents. She was like, okay though, you're failing. Like that's
yeah, she didn't even look at our homework. She expected good grades, but if we failed, she wasn't gonna go to the teacher and be like, how could my daughter fail? She'd be like, you failed, time to shape up.
No, but also it'd be like, Hillary doesn't want to do gym, so like she's not gonna do gym.
Yeah, she would write us notes to get out of things that we all agreed were brutal. Yeah, she taught us how to work the system.
Yeah.
MzChammy said, each of you described the other as a small child, a preteen, and a teen. As a small child, Hillary was very precocious, but she was also a rebel. And so her favorite thing to do was walk up to people, strangers and family friends at nice dinners and say, you're stupid. As a preteen, and because adults always laugh, she kept doing it. As a preteen.
Literally, Damien though.
Yeah.
You're stupid though.
As a preteen and a teen, Hillary was a handful. We'll just say that. Hillary was a handful.
Brutal.
What was I like?
I'm trying to remember really. You were kind of boring. You like weren't like
I liked to read.
Oh, that's what it was. Jill loved to read to a point where it was like, if there were a bunch of kids, like a bunch of family, friends, and like children around, we'd all be like, let's go to like the park or let's do that. And Jill was like, I want to go to a bookstore and like find a book and like read it all summer. Like she would read a book in a day.
Yeah.
That's what she liked to do. She liked to be quiet, liked to be left alone, liked to read her book.
I was a troublemaker not a troublemaker, but in school, I was a distraction to other students. I was loud.
She was a smart aleck.
Yeah, I was like funny when I was a kid. We both were.
But this is what I'm supposed to say about you.
Sorry.
Like as a teen, yeah, I guess I was always 3 years younger, so I was always like, oh, I want to do it like Jill's doing, like Jill's so cool, and like,
Aww.
except for the part where she was reading, I was like, why is she reading so much? It's kind of weird. She might grow up to like kill someone or something. It's like a very dramatic thing to do for a child, to be like, I'm just gonna like read these 5 books in like a week though.
Yeah, this is a little weird. You're afraid I'd be like powder. Glitter and Groceries, i.e. Maureen, hi Maureen, said, favorite memory you have of each other from when you were younger? For a little while, my dad lived in the same city as us. And we would do this, or Hillary would do this thing when she was like maybe 2 or 3, where on the weekends with him on Saturday mornings, Hillary would like drag me into our dad's bedroom and she would put on the Hillary show. So every week on the mornings,
I don't remember
she
this
would
at
put
all.
on, yeah, but our dad talks about it a lot.
Yeah, I was
She
too
would
young.
put on like a variety show where it was like she would put on like a play, she would sing, she would like do tricks, I don't know. But I was always like quieter and was like, I'd help her out or whatever. But she would put on this like
You were my
variety.
stage manager.
I was. She would put on a variety show every Saturday morning in our like waking up our dad. It was the best and he loved it too.
My favorite memory would probably be any time where we would like stay up late talking. Oh, I know. Jill used to have magazine clippings all over her wall of like Jonathan Taylor Thomas and like Devin Sawa, like hey Devin, and all that stuff. And I just remember thinking it was so cool. And like anytime we were like hanging out in her bedroom and like putting on like skanky makeup, like we'd take our mom's makeup and put it on. That was always so much fun to me. I was just like, I'm cool though.
Yeah, playing dress up though.
Yeah, so that's my favorite. Oh my god, anyone know like what's going on with Devin Sawa? Leave a comment below.
I feel like the answer to that's not gonna be good. It's gonna be depressing.
But like, let me know though. Christy Peterson 505 wants to know, what's the sweetest thing your sister has ever done for you or said to you? Okay, I had to get this like brutal medical test once. This is so funny. So it was like something downstairs that was horrible, and I went into it thinking it'd be kind of horrible, but not like realizing how serious it was, like how brutal it was. So I was like, I'll just like take the subway home or whatever. Like somehow I managed to get myself home, and like I filled my bath, jumped in the bath, was in so much pain, and like I texted Jill and Jill came down, and like I had this chocolate cake sitting out, and I was like, Jill, like get me my chocolate cake though, and Jill like gave me my chocolate cake and I ate it in the bath.
Well, she was like really not happy, and I just
I was
sat
in
and
so much
talked
pain,
to her.
and Jill just like hung out with me as only a sister could in that moment, because it was like eating chocolate cake in a bath,
like naked, like
naked, like ow though. What's yours? Just like being born though.
You know what? Yeah.
No, you can't use that.
Okay. Oh, I know what it is. Okay, this isn't anything dramatic, but Hillary doesn't do like dramatic stuff, but this was the best. I went through a breakup that was kind of brutal, and I felt really bad about it, and I told Hillary, and Hillary was like so understanding and listened, but she also said, you know what, Jill? We'll bury him in the backyard with the rest of them. And it was like, that was the only thing anyone could have said to make me feel better in that moment. Because it was like, you totally got where I was coming from. And it was like, it was just the best. So for me, it's like knowing that like through a breakup or a setback at work or whatever else it is, Hillary has my back she'll tell me if I'm wrong, and make me like own my part in things, but she has my back 100%.
That's what you do with ex-boyfriends. You like bury them on ex-boyfriend island.
Yeah.
Where they go to die and never come back again, as if they never lived in the first place.
Oh my God.
MzChammy and Amy Bailey want to know, as children, were you always as close as you are now? Did you fight a lot as kids? Were you always friendly with each other?
No.
We were brutal.
Yeah, we would physically fight the way that brothers fight.
Yeah, like we could have killed each other though.
Yeah, it's true. We really didn't get along. So
but I didn't hate you. I loved you, but we just fought.
I loved you too, but we couldn't get along. An age difference when you're a child is so much more than it is when you're an adult. But that's why when people are like, oh, it's so nice that you two get along, when I hear like a teenager or something like that say, I'm like, just wait, it can happen for you.
And it will. Oh my God, as long as you get along remotely, like,
yeah.
When you're like finding yourself or whatever, like you're probably not gonna be friends because you're like, she doesn't even like get me though. And it's like, you don't even get yourself.
Yeah.
But then by the time you get over that hump, if your lifestyles are remotely the same, you probably will be friends. So if you're having a hard time or you're like, you're not as close with your sister as you once were, or you haven't been so far, don't let that discourage you because time heals all wounds though.
Yeah.
Sweet and Simple Home wants to know, I love that you and your sister are friends as adults. How did your mom encourage you guys to be friends? She stayed out of our way. She never put a pressure for us to like be best friends, and I think that's why it was more natural. She did want us to be friends always. She always thought
it would be so nice if we could
special.
grow up to be best friends. I think like in terms of some of why we're close is like a little bit unintentional just because our parents were divorced, so our family always, and it's like the very core of it is the two of us, because for us, like the house we were in could change, we could be visiting our mom, we could be visiting our dad, but we always were together. We were a team. And so even when we really didn't get along growing up,
we were still a team.
We were still a team. I think, like Hillary said, she didn't push us to be best friends, and it especially when it really counted that she didn't push us was after we both moved out. I think if she had pushed us, like, have you called your sister? Have you talked to your sister? It would have been no good. I think the other thing was our mom, and she'll tell you it was because she was lazy, but it's like she didn't enroll us in a million activities. Like we weren't in soccer, we weren't whatever. And so
we were into like watching TV though.
Yeah, but it actually was good because it meant Hillary and I were home a lot, and we were home a lot together. And so we just got to grow up, even if we didn't always get along, we had a lot of time together just hanging out. Like just the two of us and stuff. I love you though.
Yeah. It's Amanda's Life wants to know, and by the way, I've seen It's Amanda's Life videos and you're so funny. I just like think you've got it going on, girl. She wants to know, do either of you want children? I want like 1 million children. As long as I could support it financially, I would have so many children. Like, although part of me can also see just having like an only child, at least 2, because I want at least the opportunity to be there for them to have a relationship like you and I have.
Yeah.
But I just like love kids. Oh, I love kids so much.
I am not like that. I for a long time thought I for sure didn't want children. Now I'm kind of like, maybe? I don't know. I think for me,
those eggs talking though.
It will be very difficult for me to think about whether or not I want children before I've met a partner. Because I think with the right person, it could totally seem like something I would want to do. But if you don't know who that person is yet, it's kind of like, no though, because I'm not doing it myself.
Next question comes from 5 for 5 Meals. If you had to name your sister's firstborn, what name would you choose?
Hi Lydia, we love you. I would name Hillary's child Lydia after 5 for 5 Meals.
I would also name her child Lydia after 5 for 5 Meals.
No, I would name,
you had a dream once that you, remember?
What did I say?
Grace.
Yes, our grandmother.
Jill had a dream about that.
Yes, my father had an aunt that he was very fond of named Aunt Grace. But also I want to use that for myself one day maybe. But I would, I would say Grace. I could see you with a little girl named Grace.
What about if it was a boy though?
Yeah, I would name your boy Marcus. Because I could see him being a total mama's boy, and I feel like Marcus is a mama's boy name.
For Jill, it's weird because I never really picture Jill with children. If it was a girl, maybe something like Abby May or Abby. And short for Abigail, I guess. If it was a boy, maybe Elliot. As you can see from Jill's face, she's not into that.
It's just weird to even think about it.
MzChammy wants to know, what is your favorite thing about one another? Jill's so funny. That's what I love the most about her.
Yeah, same here. Hillary's hilarious.
She makes me laugh like no one else though.
Yeah.
MzChammy and Christy Peterson 505 wants to know, what irritates you most / what's the one thing you wish you could change about the other? For Jill, I would probably change that she's so like ADD minded that she doesn't like focus on one train of thought for a long period of time. So she's kind of like all over the place.
Yeah, Hillary's like very patient.
I'm like very like focused, and Jill sometimes is like all over the place though.
It's true. What would I change?
Nothing though.
I kind of feel like I would change nothing. The things that used to annoy me about Hillary when we were kids, she fixed herself. So there's
That's
not really.
sweet. Now I feel bad though.
No, but I just mean there's nothing like.
No, there's nothing fundamental I would change about you.
No,
that's
there's
the only
nothing.
thing.
That's the thing.
And
like,
you have shaky hands.
Yeah.
And
If
I
I
would
could
more
change-
do that. I would more do that like as a gift to you.
If I
though.
could change one thing as a gift to you, it would be to help you like not like ruminate about things and like worry and think so hard. That's what it would do.
Ditto though.
Yeah. So.
Anxious genes though.
Ah.
The last question.
Woo!
Teresa S. How long has Hillary had her beautiful cat? How long have you had your adorable Louie for, and how old are they?
I've had Louie for 9 years, and he is 14.
I've had Cece for 2 years, and she is almost 6.
Yeah. We both got them like a little old, but it's the best. They come to you trained. They just like love you for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all of the questions about sisterhood and family. We're gonna film, like I said, a bunch of these in like a series. So stay tuned for the next one, which will be about romance.
Ooh, girl.
Stop. I hate when you close my face. Goodbye.